Hello all, welcome to Watching Movies with April and Kenny. I am your Kenny. Today we'll be watching 2001 A Space Odyssey, directed, of course, by Stanley Kubrick. And today a new character is joining the Web Family Geekspected Cinematic Universe, or the WFGC for short. It's Samantha. 2001 is one of my very favorite movies of all time. But for Samantha and April, this is their very first viewing, so you'll get to hear their reactions. If you haven't seen the movie, go watch it. If you haven't heard our review of it, listen to the previous episode. But if you're ready, the movie starts in 3, 2, 1.
I hate it.
I can't see anything.
Hello and welcome. This is Watching Movies, and today it's me, it's your host April.
Hey.
And special guest Samantha.
Woohoo!
Also a web child. Today we're watching one of my favorite movies of all time, 2001, A Space Odyssey. With the current music, do you feel like this sums up how you are feeling going into the movie?
The ominous feeling.
It's very
For sure.
anticipatory. I'm like waiting for something to happen.
Is it supposed
That's
to be?
the predominant feeling
Is
of
it
the movie.
supposed to be just a black screen?
The predominant
Yes.
feeling
Okay.
is waiting for something to happen.
So this is the first hour of the movie.
No, okay. I have to go.
Everybody takes a drink. It would be funny to see what a drinking game for 2001 looks like. When nothing happens, take a drink.
Oh my gosh.
Hammered.
But really though, is something gonna happen?
See, I don't know anything about this movie other than there's like a computer, right?
Okay, so that's what you're coming into
Yes.
with. Do you have any?
I know that my husband hates it.
Is this the movie with Hal? Is that what it is?
That's right.
Okay.
And you know that Ted, your husband, hates this movie.
Yes, he said it was the worst movie ever made. That's the only thing I know. And that's obviously very subjective.
Those are fighting words, I
Mhm.
think. I think I would counter that with Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift.
I don't know. That's a classic. I'm sure he enjoyed that movie.
I bet.
So, still nothing happening?
Yeah,
That's right.
somehow?
For the listeners, black screen still.
Well, I mean, presumably the listener is watching along with us.
Sure.
So they understand. There's nothing wrong with your computer right now. You're supposed to not be seeing anything. I can't imagine going to the theaters for the first time.
People are shouting.
People are
Right.
running
Hey!
outside to the projectionist. Hey,
Right.
something's going wrong here.
Can you give us a ballpark on how long this lasts?
You know, I honestly can't, because no matter how many times you've seen this, I feel like it's interminable.
That's a good thing? That's what you want for your audience?
I mean, you tell me.
The interpretation is up to you, Samantha.
That's so stupid.
There you go. Okay.
All that for an MGM logo.
Yeah, that's not even part of the movie, right?
It's just leading into things. It's setting
Okay.
the mood. Okay.
Now we have 45
How-
minutes of credits.
How long is the whole movie?
Let's not
Just
talk
one.
about
I see the vague outline of something. Is that where this music comes from? This movie? Oh. Well, that's good to know.
You're going to say that a lot in this movie.
Really?
Oh, that's where that comes from.
Okay. When did this come out? Do you know?
The 70s.
Oh. Wow.
Which
So
is pretty
2001
amazing.
seemed like a long way away to them.
Yeah. Imagine a movie now set in the 2040s or something. 2050s.
Seems unreal.
Okay, we're finally seeing things. What do we think about the images that we're seeing?
They're moving very slowly.
They're rocking my world.
It's the sun?
Very good.
Possibly.
Maybe. Alright, so what do we think so far?
The Harry Potter music.
Oh my gosh, so we're gonna go
Really going
through
back.
the whole
Really going
history
back.
of the world.
It's pretty shocking to be watching a movie called 2001: A Space Odyssey in the 70s, and it starts with the dawn of man.
When does Mel Brooks come out?
That's exactly right.
Yep.
I hate it so much already.
What are you feeling right now?
What? Boredom. Extreme boredom. It's just like images.
This is the first half of the movie.
Oh my god.
Makes for really good commentary.
Yeah.
It's not the first half of the movie.
It's the first 3
Like waiting for
quarters.
there to be like a character.
Oof. Sorry about that.
I was excited because the image was like panning out, but then it stopped and it switched to a different image. So
There's some bones.
Oh, hey, a character.
What if they got up right now and started dancing? Okay.
Now, why would we start this far back in the timeline?
We've got your interest now. Okay.
was it a popular movie or was it like a cult classic type of thing?
I'd say it was popular, might be a little bit extreme, but it was well received at the time. This was not one of those movies. No, this was not one of those movies that it's like it was appreciated more later and it was not appreciated at the time. It was appreciated at the time.
Do you find this to be a polarizing movie?
Among people at large,
Mm-hmm.
definitely. Mm-hmm. Which is why I wanted to show it to you.
Among smart people?
No. This is why I'm curious what you think of it. In the fullness of the whole movie, what you'll think of it. Let's say this. It's definitely...
I don't like that.
Wow.
That's definitely a person in a suit.
Yes, just being physically attacked by a jaguar.
On the edge of my seat. That was amazing. So much action.
Yeah, the beginning is like baseball. Very slow.
Oh, Jesus.
Punctuated
Seems
by
that way.
bursts
Baseball?
of extreme excitement and
No wonder you
thrills.
gave me a beer before we started this.
I'm trying to help you out. What's so funny, Samantha?
It's just really good.
That's why I'm laughing and
really
yawning at the
enjoying
same
it.
time.
Yeah.
How dare you?
How long did you say the movie was?
Let's not talk about it. I just want you to enjoy what you're saying.
Well, I'll enjoy it if I know what the end time will be.
It's at least 60 minutes. That was bad news for you.
Some of the worst acting I've ever seen.
Hey.
Are they partying? Are they mad? Oh, there are two groups that are mad at each other? Okay. What are they mad
See,
about?
now you've got that reaction,
What are they mad about?
YouTube reaction shit going on, describing what's happening. Yeah, they're pissed at each other.
They're dancing.
How much do you think these guys got paid? to jump around in monkey suits.
$10.
That's what I was gonna say. There would have been a fortune for that back then.
I mean, they're definitely going for it in this scene.
Oh my god, it's having to watch him kind of fall all over.
He just got up and walked on his legs. Just bipedal.
So all of that, and then that's just it.
You're fighting over some water.
Gotcha, bitch!
Look straight to camera.
Yeah, fuck you!
Now, is it the Bronze Age or something that we're going to next?
Oh, Samantha.
Not there yet.
Oh, Samantha. So impatient. We're not even out of the same
We're
age.
still in the dawn of man.
When are the men and the women going to show up?
This is a 10-hour movie.
I've gotta go.
I've got a heart out right now.
Yeah. Are we gonna have to watch a baby being born or crawl up from the muck
I don't want to spoil
and
anything.
stand upright?
I don't want to spoil anything. But yes.
Oh. Gross. God, holy shit.
What was that?
I said, holy shit, and then I rubbed my eyes.
That's you guys right now.
Why is this integral to the movie? Is it? It's not even that, is it?
How much do you want me to say?
All of it.
Oh my god, we clicked on the wrong link. This is Planet Earth.
This is
That
bad
makes
Planet
more
Earth.
sense. Planet Earth with people in costumes.
Oh, it's a little baby.
Why is it called a Space Odyssey?
That was a good clip. Why is it called a Space Odyssey? Giant yawn.
That's what I want to be doing. Oh, damn rooster didn't crow. What is that?
Ooh. This is a plot twist.
Han Solo? Frozen?
We've got some sort of monolith.
Now we're talking.
A new character.
Now we got your ass.
Do you think they'd really be this excited about that?
I'm so hesitant to say anything.
There's
So
so
I'm really gonna need
little
you guys to
give
carry.
away that everything you give away is something being given away.
I really need you guys to carry the weight of
Oh,
this
God.
commentary.
What is it? Oh, the music is really building up too.
The music is great. Can we say that?
Sure.
They're touching it. He touched the butt. Oh, it's too hot. It's too hot. Ooh, slow stroke. Are they gonna worship it?
This is certainly building tension.
It just falls on them.
Yeah.
That'd be the Mel Brooks version.
Is it just a plain black rectangle? Is there anything on it? Are we going to get to see it?
I don't know.
Can we move this along?
No, we have to see them touch it.
Every single one has to touch it.
See, now you can see it.
What the fuck? That was it. What is it?
Now the Bronze
What
Age.
is it?
Moving on.
Back to the dawn of dinosaurs.
You gotta go back to go forward. What happened to it? Where is it? Did it kill them?
How far in the future are we?
What?
Are we in the future?
What? I really hate this so far.
Noted.
Really hate it.
All right, out of 10, how much are you enjoying this?
-2.
April?
I can't give a verdict yet.
Okay.
I definitely feel like I could walk away and go do something and come back and not have missed anything.
Like, this is a very odd time to be playing this music. The drama.
He's discovering the arts. Is that what this means?
Playing the drum.
What's
Why?
happening?
What?
I'll wait till this all plays out and see what you think all of that signified.
I feel like one of my students, when I try to ask an inferencing question, and they're just like, her skirt was red. Like, I don't get it what you're asking me. Now
He
I know
hit
how
the
they
bones.
feel. Yeah, exactly. Now I know how they feel.
Well, I don't want to condescend. You know, if you hate the movie, that's fair. But God, look at this. My God. I will say this. The movie will change relatively soon. It'll be a different kind of experience.
Thank the Lord.
For the worse.
Get slower. A little more minimal after this.
They're doing too much right now.
Oh, they've discovered tools?
There we go. So you got the Bone Boys against the No Bone Boys. Who's
These
gonna
fucking
win?
chumps don't know you can hold a bone. Jesus.
Let's go, boys. Boys, we need some bones.
They can't be defeated. They have the bone technology. I mean, once you see the bones, I feel like it's not that much of a leap to go get your own bones.
Right. Is this really... Is this integral to the story? Like, we had to see them discovering tools.
Well, that's
Big
different.
shift.
That's different.
Big shift. We're in space now, folks.
The gorillas are in space.
I mean, not wrong.
The gorillas are the men.
We are the gorillas.
You guys already figured out the major theme of the movie.
All right, let's shut it off.
You would
her
love that,
down.
wouldn't you? I have you here now, though.
What a roundabout way of explaining things. Quote unquote, explaining things. So the ship or satellite or whatever is a tool.
Very good.
Okay.
Very nice. See, you're not a red skirt student at all. That's a good inference you've made.
And the gorillas / men who have the better tool will win something?
Maybe.
We're all actually fucking stupid.
We're all tools.
Tools are useful, though. I'm just saying.
Ooh, we're all broken tools.
Oh.
Now we're getting philosophical.
Is that what this music, where this music comes from?
To be fair, I'm no expert on this movie, so I don't know how much of the music is original and how much is classical that was used and made popular by the movie.
I was going to say, I've considered
Good point.
these songs to be classical.
I have a hunch that this one is a classical song that got big and is used in all kinds of popular things because of this movie.
We have a person, everybody. There is a person on the screen.
But only one in a sea of
I'm
seats.
so horny for a conversation. Let's
Oof.
go. Let's go.
2 people.
Let's go.
Hello.
Grip shoes.
We've got some sort of space airplane and a space flight attendant.
Is it the shoes and the gravity situation that makes her walk this
That's
way?
right.
Okay.
So how do you think they shot that shot in 1970?
A
string and some dreams.
On a little fishing line. And he's just holding his hand up.
Yeah. Actually, I only found out recently what they did is they had a gigantic sheet of very clear glass with it barely glued on that they're having float along.
Really?
And she plucked it off of that.
Huh.
Interesting. Did you just make that up?
No, that's for real. I don't know why you would ask me that.
It's hard
I
for me to
appreciate
believe
you
that
not
it's
asking
real.
me questions like that in the future.
I cannot promise that.
I would appreciate you not lying to me in the
Yeah.
future.
Exactly.
Done.
What's the big rotating wheel?
More people. Still no words have been spoken in
Alert,
this
we
movie.
have more human beings on screen.
Talk to each other.
Say something.
Say something. This is like when you're listening to a song and it's instrumental for a very long time. You're like, somebody's going to start singing soon, and I just can't wait for that. And then the song gets all the way through to the end with
It's all
not a
instrumental.
word spoken.
Such a letdown.
Yeah, there's a good reason that songs that are like that have instrumental
Uh-huh.
in parentheses, so you're not constantly waiting.
Like edging yourself.
That being said, words will be spoken in this movie.
How soon? Because I do feel like I'm being edged.
If I had, do you want a time estimate? I would say 3 to 5 minutes.
Okay.
You're going to hear some words from a person.
Do they shout them between the window there? There were like people on either side. Weren't there? On either side of the thing?
I don't know.
And up above and down below? The ones up above were upside down? That's what I saw.
Oh,
you're gaslighting me.
We'll have to see what happens.
You're gaslighting me.
Really getting into the symbolism. Just making shit up now.
People staring into a mirror across the way.
In a way.
They're gonna go park. They're parking.
That's exactly right.
I think
this is like
this
Interstellar
movie
stole some of their stuff from this, right?
Absolutely.
The movie would have been better without the beginning part.
You don't know that. Wait till the end. It'll all
I
make
might
sense.
really be thankful for those.
For the monkeys. I hear what you're saying. Like, if it started and you're in space and all this is happening, maybe you'd be like,
I would have been
what's
interested
going on?
For sure.
Okay. Well, let's imagine that we had started there.
It's too late for that.
Are there any famous people in this?
I want to say no. Nobody you'll recognize.
Okay.
Nobody's career skyrocketed because of this movie.
As a person born in the late 80s, no. I don't know anybody in this.
Off to the moon! What's on the moon?
Whoa.
Some very
Cool
70s furniture.
Love it. You see how they kind of look like people.
I love that. I love
great.
that. Symbolism. I mean, they look comfy as fuck. I'm not going to lie.
They need arms.
Like how everything is curved.
Howard Johnson, Earthlight Room. Is that important? You're looking at both of us. Like,
no.
That's so important.
I just, for the first time, you were both interested in what was happening. And I was very excited.
Not at all.
Cross his arms.
Don't care.
This is like the baby monkey from before.
The symbolism is great.
I'm on the moon.
I'm on the moon, motherfucker.
A bush baby. I think we should bring back the transatlantic accent.
The fake accent.
Tell Mummy that I telephone.
Tell your mother. Very good, sweetheart. I'll talk to you soon. feel like that was a very convincing child performance because
Definitely.
she wasn't even performing.
She's
just a
wanted
kid.
nothing to do with any of
Somebody's
that.
kid they brought to work. Here, just use her.
And then weirdly, that works perfectly. This is the first important dialogue in the movie, so...
Lots of different nationalities represented.
Very good. Good pickup.
It's a very casual meet and greet. And they're all doctors?
That's right.
He's hiding something. Okay, I'm intrigued now, for sure.
There's a mystery afoot.
Mm-hmm. Coronavirus.
Topical.
Conspiracy. Fake news. He knows. Government cover-up.
It's being very weird. This commentary track is going to be us just breathing heavily.
Well, this was the most action-packed sequence of the movie so far.
Yes.
Which is kind of sad if you think about it.
Or is it
Just
really
sitting around the
thrilling,
table.
actually, if you think about it?
Yeah.
Kind of amazing.
The symbology there is that there can be so much action.
What's the
in one
symbology?
conversation.
Okay, so what do we know so far?
It's going to the moon. The moon ain't right.
Something wrong with the moon.
They won't say what's going on.
The moon ain't
The
right.
moon ain't
It's
right.
not right. He's a government employee, I bet, going to clean up a mess the government made with tools.
Okay. Bringing it back full circle. I love that.
That's what I got.
I love it.
I really like the hats that they wear. Is it to keep their hair from, like, flying around?
I think so, in, like, a really inefficient way.
I was going to say, why not just, like, a ponytail?
Right.
Corn juice.
Interesting choice of music, I feel. Is it, like, meant to be like, you know, this is normal. We're just heading out to the moon like we always do.
I think so. I think it's also, like, all of these spaceships slowly drifting towards each other and matching rotations and stuff feels a bit like a dance, a slow dance. So I think that's part of the idea.
Wow, that was deep.
Not really.
The symbolism.
Check this out.
Amazing.
The slowest walk.
Just gonna go through a hallway in that direction.
Holy shit.
How'd they film that?
They did Inception before Inception was a thing. They had a rotating room.
A much slower, less high stakes version.
Yes.
I would have really
But pretty
laughed if
mind
she
blowing
went,
still.
If she went all the way around. That really would have made me laugh.
Again, that's the Mel Brooks sensibility.
Right.
She does a full
Just
lap.
goes all the way around. Unnecessary, but fun. I feel like that would be a heck of a workout to, like, have grip shoes and have to lift up your feet.
I don't think it's very practical to
Seems
have
crazy.
Velcro shoes.
It makes sense they would walk in such a goofy way.
Yes.
Suck up that corn juice.
Corn. Maybe a little pea
Little
juice.
pea juice.
Oh. Hey there, old chum. How's it going?
Would you like some pea juice?
No, I've had plenty. I mean, some of this stuff does read almost like jokes. Like, you have to read
Right. So Mel
8
Brooksy.
paragraphs.
How to use the toilet.
It's kind of a chicken or the egg thing, though, because I think you've absorbed by osmosis so many parodies of this movie
I guess
that
that's
it
probably
feels
true.
a little bit like a parody when you see the real thing for the first time.
That's probably true.
I guarantee you've watched clips of spaceships moving in space to classical ballerina music.
Never. Not once.
I guarantee
This is
it.
the first time I've ever seen it.
You're gonna like the way you look.
You're going to like the way you ballerina. I guarantee it.
Was this before Star Wars?
Yes.
I mean, you can definitely see a lot of Star Wars-y type things for sure.
As in the effects that you're looking
Yeah.
Because of space.
at. No, I think
primarily the space.
I think
is
the
what I was
models and the
thinking of.
spaceship effects are exactly like Star
It
Wars.
seems that way. Like
Just
when I think of
a
like
lot
the
slower.
Death Star or whatever,
Yeah.
you know, it's just very similar.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I think so too. They're just taking a much more realistic, hard sci-fi approach to how things might look.
Which is not super fun, but it's fine.
I feel like that's going to be your review at the end of all of this. Not super fun, but it's fine.
I'll let you know. Am I ever going to get emotionally invested in anything?
Yes,
Because I don't feel that way.
you will.
I mean, the kid was cute, but that's all I've got so far.
You will get invested, I feel.
Will I be upset at the end?
Yes, but not for the reasons you think.
Because this is all someone's dream or some shit like that.
No, nothing.
You would hate it if that was the case.
Yes, I would hate it. My least favorite thing is when you get to the end of something and it didn't
It's
happen.
a cop-out.
It was a dream. That sucks. It's like, oh, I guess I just wasted my time then. Speaking of Inception. Spoilers.
Snooze.
What if we watched this in like 1.5 speed?
That's a good idea.
No. Absolutely not.
Then
you made us watch Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire, so...
That flew by.
That did not fly by.
We had so much fun with it.
We had
raucous good time.
We had fun. That was...
Well,
I watched that movie twice for you.
Yeah.
Not worth.
Well, we didn't want to.
No.
Why'd you watch it twice?
Technical issues.
Technical difficulties. Which is why recording in person is great. And then you get to enjoy the fun too.
Yes, I'm loving it.
I'm absolutely loving it.
This is so good. Just the pacing, I have issues with. They couldn't have, like April said, 1.5 speed up.
Yeah,
the future is slow.
Are they trying to build anticipation? Or is this just like an artistic choice?
I think a bit of both. Definitely it's the artistry, I think, more. Alright, we're about to get some more exposition, so buckle the fuck up, everybody.
I don't listen close.
What? Just kidding.
What?
I hope they speak up for the exposition.
No, this is it right now.
Oh shit! And continue.
That was all whispered. Very important. I can also turn it up. Just let me know.
He's gonna get up there and say, "The moon ain't right. We gotta fix it." So he's a big cheese.
A discovery.
Life on the moon. Wow, I'm good.
They say the epidemic is the cover story for this? Right. Okay.
That's right. The epidemic is a lie.
Truth must be something big. Can you turn it up a little?
Classic meeting. Let's push this to another time.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Could have been an email.
This definitely could have been an email.
He went all the way to the moon for this.
My God. Look how fast we're going now.
Oh my God.
He's gonna get to whatever this is, and it's gonna be those gorillas with the bones. That's happening on the moon.
Whoa!
That's the connection.
That is the connection.
That's like if M. Night Shyamalan directed this movie. Monkeys on the Moon.
Every famous
That should be our next
director.
movie. Should be old. Have you seen that?
It should be old?
That's the M. Night Shyamalan
that's a
movie
new
with
one,
the
right?
beach, where you get on the beach and you turn old.
Mom was telling me about that.
She didn't have a lot of good things to say about it.
That's interesting.
She saw
'cause
it?
She seemed very positive about it to me.
Well, she was like, they showed everything in the preview, so I knew what was going to happen every step of the
Did
way.
they see that in theaters?
She and Jeanette and Beth did when they were on their little shopping trip.
Fully irrelevant from what we're watching right now.
Old by M. Night Shyamalan.
Our
Maybe a
mom
teaser for
thought
the
it was
future.
okay. We think.
Maybe.
But when she talked to April, she thought it was good.
She didn't talk to me about old.
Oh.
To me,
Oh.
she said she thought it was... She was talking about it as if there were things she liked.
Ah.
It was not like an overwhelmingly positive
She's
review.
an M. Night Shyamalan apologist.
This commentary track has turned into our mom's review of Old.
Well, nothing has happened
I mean,
in the past 30
you
seconds.
need to put her on the podcast.
Oh my God, we gotta get Sandy on the pod.
For what kind of movie, though?
Every
Ooh.
kind.
You know what? If we actually wanted to monetize this podcast, Sandy watches movies would be very
That
good.
would be really funny.
And then the Patreon content could be Dad watches movies, where he comments for the first
Yes.
10 minutes, and then it's
Falls
dead
asleep.
silence for
Yes.
an hour and a half.
I'm going to say, he has some great things to say, but not for long.
Yes.
Hey, sandwiches, not juice.
It's pretty exciting.
Yeah. Look at this cooperation.
I know. I'm always excited watching humans in the future in sci-fi and how they help each other. And it's like, wow, what a magical dream.
Aspirational, for sure.
Although, to be fair, obviously, in this particular future, the council government is hiding shit from the rest of the world, so not that good.
I mean, this had to have been how X-Files got started, because X-Files was all about government cover-ups and corruption. Because,
That's true.
You know, it was like for the public's greater good, but
Not really.
not really. By the gorillas.
Just a lot of chewing, a lot of lip smacking going on.
You don't like that? Alright, here's the void of space, just for you.
So we have time to take a poop and...
Well, I was going to say,
Stuff.
pretty soon there will be a good time for a break.
Alright,
to know.
so let our sponsors talk. Throw some ads on
Our
Pretty
sponsors.
soon. This section brought to you by BetterHelp.
Hello, Fresh.
Squarespace.
None of those. Although we'd love to hear from you.
Hey guys, support the pod.
Advertise in the midst of the world's most boring movie. Untrue. It's great.
Yeah, love it.
Yeah.
Well, what have been your highlights so far?
Learning there's a mystery, and learning that it's being covered up with a pretty sketchy cover-up, which leads me to believe the mystery is real bad.
I liked the pea juice.
It is a good hook.
I mean, why would you cover something up with an epidemic?
Right. It's what you're covering it up with is so bad.
Yeah, that would freak people out.
So what could it be? You've already mentioned the idea of alien life.
Yeah. Maybe it's like a portal to the future. 2001?
Maybe it's a portal to hell. Oh, that's Event Horizon.
I was going to say, that's
okay, that's the
Sam Neill
picture
shit.
that I had in my brain when you said 2001 Space Odyssey. I was picturing
Lawrence
that
Fishburne.
stupid
Sam
movie.
Neill.
I hated that movie. It was awful.
You saw that
Ted and I watched it one night. It was on Netflix.
movie? That was one of my first ever Instagram reviews.
Ugh,
of
terrible.
Event Horizon.
Matt loved that movie.
Matt recommended it to me.
He recommended it to me too.
Did you like it?
Did I like
Yeah.
it? I don't know. I thought that Sam Neill was a really bad actor.
Terrible. Oh, it's that thing. Gorillas.
You were half right.
I was all right. I was all rice.
You're right. Sign of life. Imagine if you found this on the moon. Just
That
a
would be
carved rectangular slab
absolutely
buried underground.
Terrifying.
Absolutely insane.
This music building, it definitely makes me think of The Shining, which
Yes.
is also Kubrick.
And is very effective at making you like,
Yeah.
what is
Yeah.
happening?
Are they gonna like
Puts
hop
me on
around
edge.
it and touch it like the gorillas did? The apes.
You're half right.
They're gonna touch it.
They're gonna hop around.
Oh,
Crazy eyes and
It's not,
bones.
Picked the wrong
not close
half.
to it though.
Putting my foot up there.
At the break, I'll get you the ottoman and you'll be set
I
up.
need something.
Just relax.
I can't. The music has got me real keyed up.
Yeah.
Why were they digging on the moon? Just seeing if they'd find the little rectangle.
They don't explain, but I always just took it to be like they got some weird readings on the moon, like some kind of weird radiation or something. And they're like, there's something here. They dug and you find a rectangular slab.
It's like a Deception Point. Did you ever read that book by Dan Brown? They like dig and they find some kind of
Dan
sign
Brown?
of life.
No.
No.
That's what this reminds me of.
I mean, I love that premise.
Told ya. It's touching it.
That was the half you were right about.
I knew it.
He's not touching, he's caressing.
Very sensual.
He's gonna fuck this thing.
This is a very sexually charged movie, actually.
You just have to know it when you see it.
Yeah. Take it easy.
Oh, I was like, why are they lining up?
Let's get a selfie.
Ouchie.
It doesn't like getting its picture taken.
All right. That's enough.
All right, we're going to take a quick break here.
18 months later.
For you, the listener, it'll take no time at all. We're going to take a quick break.
So we're 18 months later.
On something called the Jupiter mission.
Joke's on you. Jupiter mission's going to Venus.
Whoa. Plot twist. And you said you think there's another one of those things on Jupiter?
Yep. Or maybe it's just the gorillas this time.
You're really hanging on to the hope that the gorillas
I
pay
want them
off
to
at the
It's
end.
got to be relevant, right?
They didn't
Gotta
just
be.
put gorillas in the movie. Surely not. Very Star Wars-y shot.
Yeah, for sure. Interesting shape.
It's a good design of a spaceship. Very weird.
The bigger the better, am I right?
Does that shape remind you of anything?
It's like a ball on a stick.
Nailed
Bone,
it.
perhaps. A femur. I don't know.
Like a ball and a stick.
It's like me when I'm trying to get the last steps on my Fitbit. Just
Running around the house.
pacing around in an endless loop.
Good butt shot.
We love that. Again, going back to the like Inception, but more boring.
Yeah.
Same effect here. Giant rotating set.
Were there, like, people in those things? Those things. Behind him? People?
Good question.
Asleep
In
in
the
there?
pods.
Yeah.
Did he murder them?
Some very interesting angles, I gotta say.
They call this the Grundle cam.
Yeah, exactly. We could only see his taint.
There's definitely people in there. So it's his turn to be awake and monitoring everything, and they're sleeping.
Great.
I am Stanley Kubrick.
Great analysis.
Swim on out of there.
How cool are these shots, though? For giving you a feel of being in space.
For sure.
Right?
I
Yeah.
think so. I totally agree. And back then, like, that would have blown your mind. It's blowing my mind right now.
Okay, that's what I was looking for.
You could tell that they really felt like they were doing something with this.
The most backhanded compliment
They
ever.
weren't, but they felt like it.
Mush.
It's corn mush.
Better or worse than juice?
Definitely better.
Yeah, BBC is still a thing.
Of course. BBC America!
No women. That's the problem. Wow, did I nail it?
Yes.
Look at that food. It looks disgusting.
It's like 4 different types of refried beans.
Yeah. Skynet. Skynet. You already know that's going to be bad, right? The computer's always bad. Did you ever see the movie Moon?
I have seen the movie Moon. Great movie.
Is that with Sam Rockwell?
Yeah. Although, funnily enough, the computer is not bad in that movie. Spoilers for Moon as well.
What? I've never seen it!
I need to watch it again. I don't remember much of it.
Is the computer talking? Shut the fuck up.
I like their little utensil that's not really a spoon, not really a fork.
Stimulating. Oh.
Two very different comments. It's not a spoon or a fork. Stimulating, you say.
Now he's pissed.
How dare you?
Dare you say he doesn't have emotions?
You're negging me.
So sexy.
Let me stimulate you.
More spaceship shots.
Ooh.
Stimulating.
He's in a state of undress.
Is he getting some sunlight?
Yeah.
Working on his tan.
More of that transatlantic accent that you love so much.
Mm-hmm.
I talk about you all the time. This guy feels exactly how
This is the
you
most
both feel.
mundane conversation.
Mystery gods.
Happy birthday.
God bless. Happy birthday.
Al, turn it off already. Al, cancel all future recordings.
Hal sounds pretty creepy.
Happy birthday.
We
Happy birthday, sexy boy.
Getting that sunlight.
look good.
Well, that can't be fun to play the computer.
You fucking dumbass.
So, once again, we're just kind of watching all this in-between stuff that wouldn't normally make it into a movie.
Yeah, isn't that fun?
It's great. When are they gonna get to Jupiter and see the rectangle?
I feel like I like this kind of in-between stuff.
Yeah. Where it's
This-
like you're actually learning how they live on the spaceship.
This is kind of interesting.
Yes.
And gorillas were so much better.
What?
It's giving sex phone operator.
Slip your hand down your pants.
Are you hard right now? Hal is just gonna sow seeds of fear and discord.
Ooh. He's a little cutie.
Kind of looks like Tom Brady.
Tom
I
Brady?
don't agree or like that. I'm glad you said
You
that
don't
he's a
think
little
so?
cutie because I always thought Dave Boatman was a little cutie.
He's
I don't think he's unattractive. I just think his
Okay,
facial
good.
structure
Just wanted to.
is reminiscent of Tom Brady.
When
He
he was-
looks like Tom Brady.
He looks like Joel McHale.
A little
see
bit.
that?
Kind of.
He's got a good bone structure for sure. Got a little butt chin.
Mm-hmm.
When he was first introduced, I was going to say, do you girls think he's cute? But I didn't want to plant the seed in your mind.
No, he's a little cutie.
Okay, good. We're all in agreement on that, at least.
And Hal, I mean, look at him. What a cutie Hal
Yeah,
is.
the little red light.
Yeah. I'm probably missing something important.
He said he just picked up a fault.
We could see it a little bit, for sure.
Thank you.
Something's failing?
Yes.
I don't know if I trust this computer.
Why?
Why, Dave?
The things I'm telling you are 100% reliable, Dave.
That is an excellent figure.
And you have an excellent figure.
That's what I was just thinking. He wasn't talking about the number.
Nice. I'm ready to insert my probe, Dave. Like that's a dad comment.
For sure. And just that voice, too.
Get Dad's commentary for Return of the Jedi.
That's what I was going to say.
Only the one line. Whoa. I mean, that's pretty neat, right?
Amazing.
It's amazing how trivial that would be to shoot now. Have him step onto a green screen and then you just rotate it.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that's how they did this. I don't know.
Movie magic. Tools are all on 3.
And these are some iconic ass shots.
Very heavy breathing.
So, how much longer is the movie from this point?
I really don't want to
I
say.
just really want something to happen.
Do you feel more or less invested now than you were 30 minutes ago? Be honest.
I definitely feel more invested.
I was really invested when they got to the moon and they found the thing, and then now it's turned around.
Right when you got interested, 18 months later.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I hear you, and I sympathize.
Right.
Definitely the structure of this movie is not vignettes, but like completely, not completely, but pretty disconnected chunks of the movie.
Exactly.
Like this chunk of the movie on the spaceship when things are happening feels totally different from weird moon mystery.
Yeah.
Which feels totally different from monkeys fighting over water.
Right.
But you feel more invested, April.
Yeah.
Why do you feel invested?
I want to know what the fuck is up with Hal.
He's horny for humans. We know what's up with him.
We know that. He's gaping right now for a
His
pod.
hole is wide open.
So you can see his crewmate in the window there.
Mhm.
It's pretty cool. This
Yeah,
part for me
very
was always
cool.
so nerve-wracking just because you can hear his breathing just constantly. Which if you were in that pod, that's all you would hear.
He needs to turn the radio on, you know?
I'll put on some tunes. Loving you.
So, we think this is all some kind of scheme of Hal's to get him out there.
That's a question for April.
I don't have any answers.
Do you have any suspicions?
No.
You only have
Predictions?
questions?
Yeah.
What are your questions?
What's going on? What's Hal's game here?
Right.
Is he sentient? Is he bad? Is he good?
Are they bad? Is this some commentary on how humans are bad and stupid? And even though we've evolved since the dawn of man, we're
Humans
still
are definitely
fighting over
stupid.
water. That's what it's going to be about, isn't it?
People fighting over water. You should make movies.
Yeah. I would be a more Nancy Meyers type of director, where it's like real meet cutes and happily ever afters.
I only recently knew who Nancy Myers is literally today because I was listening to the Headgum podcast.
What?
And
I mean, I'm
Jeffrey
not surprised.
Jeffrey made it a game that was called the Nancy Myers-Briggs Personality Test.
Oh, tell me more. Was it different movies that they had to like identify with?
Kind of.
Was
but,
the holiday on
but
there?
like
Yes.
cringy.
Yes, the holiday was on there.
Anyway, shout out to the Headgum podcast.
Shout out Jeffrey James.
Yeah. Shout out to Rodney's Closet.
Nancy Myers-Briggs. That's amazing.
Jeff's bits are only play on words. That's it.
Yeah.
So punny.
In this bit, I always assume that Dave has a jetpack. Because he's not tethered to anything.
Yeah. Yeah, you
What
can't
are their
exactly
names?
just
Frank
expect
and
to
Dave?
float to the right spot.
Yeah, Frank and Dave. I guess maybe he has some autonomous control over the pod that can kind of grab him if things go awry.
That's where Star Wars
Are
got
you-
their idea for
are you-
Darth Vader. Obviously.
Are you telling me you would not be breathing so hard if you were doing this?
Nope.
Just floating out in space.
No.
I would have
that
brought
is-
my inhaler, bro.
Literal nightmares. Space is horrifying.
These guys train for it. They train for every scenario.
I guess that's true.
That's why when he was like so deathly calm about it when he was talking to Hal. Do you think you could ever really train for every single scenario?
I mean, definitely not.
Did you guys
Are
ever
there-
read The Martian?
Haven't, though.
I haven't.
Mom and Dad have recommended it to me like 5 times since I've been home.
I think
so.
it's pretty good.
I
the
am
movie-
tempted,
I have
but
to
his
be-
writing is a little like, I don't know. I didn't really.
It's very straightforward.
Yeah.
I have to be honest, the movie, I watched a little bit of it and it turned me off. I was like, this guy's so smug.
Ew.
I don't hate Matt Damon, but I was watching it and I was like, this guy's like,
the character.
I'm gonna
himself
science the
is-
fuck
yeah,
out of this
is
right now.
pretty
And I was
smug.
like, oh my god. No.
I think I saw a meme where it was like his character in Interstellar, and then his character in The Martian. It was like, just leave him there.
Yeah,
Because he was
seriously.
awful in Interstellar.
Dr. Man.
I don't remember
Yes.
anything about Interstellar.
I really enjoyed Interstellar.
I liked it.
But I think what resonated with me about that was like, our Earth is like heading towards that place. You know what I mean? Like,
Which sucks.
yeah, exactly.
The fuck, dude?
That's so interesting. That it's perfectly fine.
Oh. Oof. He wants to be out of communication.
That is sketchy.
Yikes.
This is like the point in every horror movie where we're like, don't do it.
Mhm.
Don't do it.
So I have a really bad habit of looking at the Wikipedias for movies that I'm watching so I can see everything that's going to happen. Because it gives me a lot of anxiety not to know. And I'm just itching.
Are you feeling very anxious right now?
Itching to look up what's going to happen.
No, stay strong.
Speaking of smug,
Yeah, true.
a fucking howl over here.
It couldn't be me. Yeah.
Seems reasonable.
Don't worry about it.
That little guy?
Sure.
Let's go talk about Hal behind his back.
Absolutely nailed it.
I wanted to look up Joel McHale's face to show you they're identical twins, especially the little chin. Can't do it.
I believe you.
Get off your
I-
phone.
I'll look it up.
They're the same person. That's Joel McHale's father.
It might be.
Look at that. Same guy.
I'd give it a 7 out of 10 resemblance factor. And no 9,000 computer has ever made an error. So.
Are you saying you're a Hal of yourself? Explosive bolts. Like their primary colored suits.
Mm-hmm.
I thought Hal wasn't gonna do it. Yep. He gets it.
What genre would this movie be classified under?
this is like the hardest sci-fi, I would say. Although this section does read like horror.
Yeah, I was going to say, this is like psychological thriller kind of vibes.
I was gonna say like Pulp Fiction, where just nothing makes sense. I hate Pulp Fiction. I don't know if that was clear, but it's the worst. So maybe I'll like this more than that.
Maybe.
Seems like a silly plan.
He's just pretending not to hear them. He hears them. I like that they put a Hal reaction shot in there for so long and he's not doing anything.
Mm-hmm.
That is so X-Files-y. There is a whole episode where the computer takes over a building and it always just shows the one red light of the computer.
What you mean is that episode of X-Files is so 2001.
Yes.
So based on.
You're right.
Intermission!
All right, we're halfway
my
through, everybody.
God.
Get up, stretch, get a little
Yikes.
pause of the pod of the movie. Yeah.
What did I miss? Is that what comes next?
Yeah.
Because I would love that.
You know, what if Daveed Diggs just bursts
Oh my
onto the
god.
scene?
My new favorite movie. Dancing around in his purple coat. Oh my god, it's Daveed Diggs! Oh, it's gonna be a black screen for another 10 minutes.
Oh no.
We're gonna go back
Take
to
us
the
back to the dawn of
gorillas.
man.
Yep. Because that'll preview
The movie just
next
starts over
part.
again.
Yeah.
Yeah. That'd be crazy.
It'll be them discovering
Damn it,
fire.
Ken.
It'll be man discovering fire, and then the ship will be on fire. That's what's gonna
Whoa.
happen.
Future director.
Yeah.
Hello.
I told you I am Stanley Kubrick.
Samly.
Stanley Kubrick. That's gonna be my pen name when I write my novel,
That's
at least.
pretty good.
It sounds like a Game of Thrones name, honestly. Samly Kubrick.
Cool brick.
For
My
sure.
ancestors laid the bricks that made the wall.
Exactly. The wall of ice. Can't believe old George R.R. didn't think of it.
He probably did. He's just still working on it, you know?
That's true. It's gonna be 3,000 pages long.
Wake me up when the fucking screen turns back on.
It's on! April, wake up! Gotcha.
I do feel like if you were in the theaters, wouldn't it just be so anxiety-inducing, just waiting for it to come back?
Rage-inducing. I paid $8 for this? For this much blank
How
screen
much did the
time?
movies cost back then?
10 cents.
Yeah.
Same as a Kit Kat bar.
Yeah, but I mean, it's
Same as a Kit Kat bar?
They're cheaper.
all comparable. You know, inflation.
Inflation,
They
Dow
got paid
Jones.
less.
401k.
Just different music comes on.
Yeah.
And it's still black.
Oh, I guess not. I guess it's more exciting than you thought.
Different ship, different astronauts.
They're monkeys on the ship now.
Yes.
6 years later.
Monkeys.
This is how Planet of the Apes started.
It's all connected.
So loud.
I feel like she added a lot to the movie, though, by doing that.
Crumpling.
That's a director right there. She's the sound expert.
Our Foley artist.
Do the other crew members not wake up until they get to Jupiter? Because they're the survey
Yes.
team? Okay.
They mentioned that very briefly in a line previously. They're all the science experts when they get there. So these two are like the pilot technicians who are just there to get them to Jupiter.
So did they turn it off?
How?
Yeah.
No.
I thought that's what they were going to do.
They said if things go wrong, they're going to have to disconnect him.
Oh, it hasn't happened yet.
Right.
That intermission was just very poorly placed.
You might say.
If he has one comment to make, the intermission was very poorly placed. I would hazard to say that the intermission was unnecessary, but...
If you were in the theater during this shit, you would absolutely need that intermission.
You would need to take a piss.
We took
at
one
that point.
45 minutes in.
I guess that's true. I mean, how far in are we at this point?
I can't say.
That was like an hour and a half. Are you telling me there's like another hour and a half to go?
I can't tell you anything.
That was an hour and a half?
It felt like 10 minutes.
Well,
It's probably like a joke and there's like 15 minutes left. Whoa, that was weird. Oh no! Oh, the silence is really good though.
Oof. We've got a mutiny. Oh my god. They're really tumbling.
Yeah. That shot with the...
Zoom in.
Yeah, zoom in on Hal's red eye. How's he so calm and cool?
Yes, I do know what happened.
I killed him. He's not even moving anymore. The computer seems to have a big crush on Dave, but he wanted to get rid of Frank.
Oh, so they could be alone.
I mean, that's kind of the vibe I'm getting.
That's kind of hot. It's kind of sexy.
There's a fanfic in the making here.
That could be the next episode. We bring our
Hot 9000.
2001
Hot 9000.
fanfic.
There's never been a failure in the Hot 9000.
Those little grippy arms. Hello. Open your pod bay doors, Hal.
He doesn't look good. Still the maddening slowness. I'm yawning now. And this is arguably the most exciting, should be the most exciting part of the movie to date.
You feel like you're disengaged?
Yeah.
April.
What?
Never mind.
That answers that.
Honestly, I was just thinking about what the connection between this computer and this monolith is.
Seems like the computer doesn't want them to get to Jupiter. Or just Dave to get to Jupiter. There's probably no connection.
They never mentioned the monoliths again.
I'm biting my tongue.
Why would you laugh like that? Because it's true? Because she just predicted the whole movie?
I have no comments or ideas.
I'm going to start reading this book. Is that cool?
No. You signed on for this.
I really want to look at the Wikipedia.
No.
I definitely do that too sometimes.
Really?
Though. Like,
Wow.
if it's a movie I'm not invested in, like, I'm okay with spoiling it for myself. I'm like,
I'm invested in
more.
these movies.
No, if
but
I'm invested,
I'm okay with spoiling it because it makes me feel okay.
You said you're invested in this movie?
I mean, I guess.
That's a ringing endorsement as far as I'm concerned. Samantha?
No. I can't lie, no.
So you're on Ted's page.
If this was moving along faster...
If all the same things happened, but you cut out all the stuff in between,
then I would be.
You'd be on board.
I mean, the idea is interesting, but it's like... He purposefully is making it as mundane as possible. That's not what I go to the movies for.
I understand. I definitely... This is particular to my interest and my aesthetic, because it's like... It feels so real because it's so slow.
I want to be titillated in a not real way.
No, I feel titillated because it's so slow.
We are so
Samantha
different.
doesn't engage in like movies and books for them to feel real.
Definitely. I go to escape the realness.
Yeah.
I get that. Maybe that's a good conversation to have. So I don't know if it's the realness that I'm after when I... Because, like... all of this is fake too,
right?
Obviously, it's
it's believable.
It all feels plausible.
Yeah, exactly, believably.
And when someone like dies like this, it feels so much more gut wrenching than if they got if the AI made a cyborg body and shot them with a laser beam.
I'd be like, oh my god, did you see that?
Not that I can't enjoy that too, but like when he tumbles out into space and is trying to reconnect his hose, it's like, oh my god.
Yeah.
That is a nightmare.
I think I'm with... I have the April feeling of that is so much anxiety for me. Like, it feels like I can picture myself in that situation. And I'm like, I can't.
Yeah, that's not a good thing.
No.
And then I love that.
Right.
Yeah, right.
Fair enough. But you like horror, don't you?
Yeah.
Don't you like horror? But it's too goofy to be like...
I look up horror movies, too, so that I know what's coming. That's the only way I can really watch
Fair
this.
enough.
Depends on, like, it I enjoyed watching. But I think also that's the characters, a lot of it, because as long as they leave out the sex scene, you know what I mean?
Yes.
That part, I was very invested in the characters and their friendship. But, like, just a straight-up horror movie, like Saw, I still have never seen any of those. I don't think that I would
The first Saw is very good.
I already know the ending of that, too. So that kind of ruined it for me, too. But
I think it's still good.
We saw Candyman the other day. The new Candyman.
oh, is that good?
It was pretty good.
He's killing them. He doesn't want them to get to Jupiter. He's not going to let Dave back on the ship.
So he is sentient.
Skynet.
This was all orchestrated.
Just some characters we never got to meet.
You say you don't care?
Rip in peace.
Not particularly. This is probably gut-wrenching for you, though, because it's so real.
It's very creepy.
I'm not titillated.
I love the cut to Hal's red eye as they get their functions terminated. It's also cold and clinical.
Disgusting.
For all of them, they just went to sleep and they never woke up.
Stop making it so real and sad. You're crying right now.
I'm laughing through the tears.
Hal's like, hehehehe.
I don't think so.
Because he doesn't have emotions.
Yeah. No,
It's not gonna. Oh, it's like huge and tiny facing off.
It's great highlight.
Mm-hmm. Oh, he reads you.
This little shit.
What were you pointing at?
Why would you
Affirmative. Oh, shit. How do you argue with a computer?
Why don't you tell him your plan?
Did he take his space helmet out? Can't argue with a computer. Computer's always bad.
I just pointed my microphone, red light.
Time to science the fuck out of this situation.
JK, 40 minutes of this shot.
Oh my god. For a very brief time, I was like, oh man, stuff's happening.
Stuff is happening.
And then it's like, you gotta have a lot of, like, stuff.
What would you do?
This is the shit Kenny lives for.
What would you
He's
do
just,
in
like,
this situation?
thinking.
Die.
Thinking. You gotta think about it. Think your way out of it.
I've got no survival instincts. This would be the death of me
Open
for
the
sure.
latch.
Yep.
Open the hatch. I'm out.
Goodbye.
I was pointing at that display that said CNT.
Cunt.
I always imagine that as Hal sending a message to Dave. Fuck off. You suck.
Why did he get in without his helmet?
He wanted to pick up his friend who he thought was dying.
I guess that's true. But if you remain so calm, cool, and collected the rest of the time...
Oh. Bye-bye. I mean, he was dead.
Super dead.
Was he, though?
Look at him.
He's just sleeping. That's a sad shot right there.
Mm-hmm.
And floating away into the distance.
It's good, right?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, some of it is. You can tell he's pissed. Look at his clenched jaw.
That clenched Joel McHale-like jaw.
Yeah, I mean, in reality, you'd be going, fuck, what am I supposed to fucking do now?
He's trained. You said it yourself.
I mean, I guess you're right. I can never think on my feet.
To that degree.
No, to any degree.
The degree of saving yourself in space.
Definitely not.
LOL.
Oh, I was like, what?
I do enjoy... That does add some rewatchability to the show, is watching the little 3-letter acronyms on the screens.
Just gonna crash into the side real gently.
Just
He
move
might be
real
moving
quick. Jump in
hundreds of
real
miles an hour.
quick. You'll be fine. Knock, knock.
Wow, look at the precision.
It's pretty cool.
How's he gonna get in?
He's gonna hold his breath.
These are the
Jump
highest.
from one to
These
the
are the
other.
highest stakes we've ever seen in this movie.
For sure. I don't know, watching that gorilla pound that skeleton into dust was pretty intense.
You were falling asleep during that.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, because you fell asleep.
I remember the scene so well, though. The silence.
Surely
is
Hal knows
deafening.
this is happening, right? Wouldn't you think?
Oh, surely. Nobody's gonna go somewhere else.
I think the idea is Hal has no control over this section. That's why he's like, you don't have your helmet, so wall. You can just die in space, I guess.
Well, looks like Hal's not that smart.
We'll find out.
Back that ass up.
That's what Hal's saying right now.
He's gonna hold his breath.
Yeah. Happens in all the Marvel movies all the time. Somehow they survive floating in space for a little bit.
So you can survive in space for a time.
Is
You
that
don't-
true?
You don't
Really?
get decompressed instantly.
How long?
You do have to expel all the air in your lungs immediately. Immediately have to breathe out, because otherwise you'll just explode.
The air in your lungs will explode your body?
Well, you are pressurized, and the vacuum around you is not. So what's going to happen is you're just going to go, all your air is going to come out of your mouth.
Oh.
Easiest way.
Oh, I see.
And then it is very cold
So
in space.
don't hold your breath.
It's very cold in space, but there's nothing there to transmit heat. So you don't freeze very quickly either. So the way you would actually die in space is just oxygen deprivation, which happens after like a few minutes.
Right. So it'd be like swimming
Yep.
and drowning.
Yep.
Wow. I never knew that. For all I know, you just made that up, though.
Sounded convincing.
Next time I'm in space, I'll try it.
Whee!
Oh, shit.
Oh no.
Whoa, that was crazy.
Hey, fucker.
Now he's not going anywhere without his helmet. Sinister.
This computer guy sucks.
Abusive relationship.
Mm-hmm. Definitely abusive.
No. Don't disconnect me. He is like a bad boyfriend.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You're overreacting. What a gaslighter.
This is Event Horizon right here. Stop, Dave. Something gonna happen to Dave.
I'm afraid.
I don't like how still you're sitting. Dave.
Oh my god, it's so slow!
I hate this. It could be so exciting.
We get
I
it!
can feel it.
We get
I
it!
can feel it. I can feel it.
This is the most edge of my seat part for me.
Oh my gosh. It's part of his interview.
Hey!
That's cool.
Shout out Urbana.
I can't wait to hear this.
It's a little bit terrifying.
What?
We haven't had any commentary for the past 5 minutes.
It's too intense.
It's very intense. So the thing sent a transmission to Jupiter?
And now we break again.
What the hell? Jupiter and beyond the infinite.
So deep that it's stupid.
Good description of me.
No,
Or vice versa.
definitely not.
So stupid I'm accidentally.
Definitely not.
Even this shot kind of amazes me. How did they get a high res, like, close up of Jupiter?
True. I mean, I just took it for granted. I was
Must
like,
be a painting.
It definitely could be the
Bob Ross
answer.
did that.
That could be a matte painting with some gauze over the top.
That music again, too. So, that thing sent a radio transmission. It's floating in space.
The monolith.
Just floating along up there.
We've got the music again.
It always accompanies the monolith. It's going to be another long silence moment. Very tense right now.
It is tense.
Whoa.
I just know if they don't explain what this is, I will be mad.
It's up to interpretation.
Yikes.
No. I will be mad if I don't get an explanation.
I'll keep that in mind.
I'll be mad at you if I
Me
don't get
specifically?
an explanation.
I didn't make this movie.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
I'm a brat and I'll be mad. And I can already tell that I'm going to be mad.
I let you know fully what you were in for at the beginning of this. Ted let you know what you were in
No,
for.
all he said was it's the worst movie ever made. But I guess I should have figured out by now that it's all questions and no answers. Which is the worst kind of movie.
I don't agree with that because I also don't like movies with all questions and no answers.
So frustrating.
I agree with that.
It's
I
like-
famously hate the series Lost.
I was
because,
just about to bring up Lost because of that.
Yes.
That's like that Dane Cook joke where he's like, I'm watching Lost and I have 15 new questions and no goddamn answers.
Yeah.
That's how it was.
I don't feel like that's what this movie is. This movie is questions where there are answers there. But they're not just going to give them to you on a plate.
Has something to do with bones and gorillas. Tools.
It does. I think you're on the right track. Both you and April have sussed out tools are important in the storytelling here.
April sussed that out. I just latched on.
I haven't sussed anything.
I find this movie highly sus. That means suspicious. That's
thank
what the
you.
kids
Yeah,
are
we're
saying
appealing to
these
the young
days.
kids.
Yeah.
Are you listening,
that
youth?
Among Us game.
Hal was
Is
Among
it a
Us the
board
whole
game
time.
or something?
It's
I don't
a
know.
game.
Hal was Among Us the
video.
whole time. That's a great connection because
Thanks.
Hal is sus
Thank
for
you.
sure. Just gonna crash into the monolith.
We didn't even get to see if the Hal situation was, like, actually resolved in any way.
Yeah, no kidding.
Whoa. It's all lined up.
This is like Hercules.
That is so deep. I love that.
It's like all lined up, bro.
Zoom in now. What is this? What's he looking at? What's going on? Maybe he was just squinting.
I don't like that.
Mm-mm.
No. No, I don't like that.
How about that?
Is his brain like receiving a bunch of information?
Are we
Is
in a
he in the
circuit
Matrix? He's in the Matrix. It does look like we're in a circuit board.
Is reality a simulation?
The red pill or the blue pill?
board?
Same reaction.
Gross,
No.
right, April? Ew, gross. That's what she says at scary parts of a movie.
Ew.
Ew.
Put that earbud in.
What the fuck?
What's happening?
What feeling is this giving you right now?
Anxiety.
Like he's on acid. I think his brain is receiving information from the monolith and it cannot handle it. That's my prediction.
I think that's a good interpretation.
Ugh.
From
I think his
where you are
face
now.
is nasty.
He's going to be, I don't know, not right after this.
It's the next 20 minutes.
I think this part is good at giving you his experience right now of just like, when will it end?
Yeah, no kidding. Aliens.
It's like one of those illusion books.
Right now I'm kind of overwhelmed with the feeling of when would Ted have seen this movie?
When would he have seen this movie?
Yeah, when did he watch this?
I have no idea.
And
what
why
reason?
would he have watched this?
I have no idea.
Ted, for the listener, if you're still there, very down to earth, very practical kind of guy.
I feel like this would be something his sister
Might have subjected him to,
seen and been like, you should watch this.
much in the way that I'm making you watch it right now.
Right.
I mean, I think part of it, you watch scenes like this, and you have to keep in mind this was made in the 70s. Like, how did they make these images? There's no computers.
It doesn't matter how, it's why do they make these images.
Wow.
They didn't stop to ask whether they
We
should.
got a hater
in the words
over
of
here.
Jeff Goldblum.
Big
okay?
time hater.
That's fine. I told you could hate on this.
Okay, I would be impressed if there was an explanation. They just zoomed in on a lava lamp. You know what I mean? Like, that's what that is. It's not impressive.
This is a fetus.
That got myth
Hey.
busted. Ooh, interesting.
That is interesting.
Interesting note.
I see the umbilical cord.
Yep. Good notes.
I still love the lava
You sound
lamp.
exactly like me when I'm like trying to get my students to give me literally anything.
No,
Like,
I
I like where you're going
that's
with that.
legit.
That's not it.
No.
But I like it.
That was legit good. And you said embryo. What does this remind you of right here?
The sperm.
Nice.
Oh, I
You're
see
wrong,
it.
but nice. No, that's a good note.
I love that you're trying.
The
It's
Siemens.
so awesome that you're trying.
An interesting thing I'll go ahead and throw in there, that shot of the sperm mule thing is very similar to the shape of a spacecraft.
For sure.
That's an eyeball.
Psychedelic one. What the fuck is this? Kaleidoscope.
A lot of lights and shapes going on.
I remember being very young and having nightmares like this.
What?
What?
I had lots of nightmares when I was young. Very terrifying nightmares of large geometric shapes floating overhead.
Like a kaleidoscope.
You're Stanley Kubrick. That's probably what this was.
Maybe mom and dad had this just on while I was laying in a room, and that impressed upon me.
Maybe.
But they're just dreams about scale of things, and they're horrifying.
This is what you look like when you were dreaming.
This has
that.
been going on for a long time.
It's
I
only been
feel.
20 seconds.
It hasn't.
Can't be true.
I did dose your drinks before we started.
Pretty soon we're just going to be seeing lights that we're zooming through.
This is where the camera in the
Oh my
sitcom of our lives would cut away, and you're both just writhing on the floor. No music going on.
No, it would be the music. Is there water on Jupiter?
Dawn of Man.
Whoa. And then it starts over.
Yes.
All right, the second watch through. Let's start now.
Oh my god, there's no way. I'll never watch this again. I can tell you that.
That's horror movie shit right there.
Oh, yeah.
April made a face that said, yeah.
Oh, the music. Yeah.
Didn't the monolith make some kind of weird
It
sound?
did. On the moon. Well remembered.
This music.
Is this the thing he's in? Or are we the monolith that's flying over? Is the monolith still lined up with the other planets, receiving a message from the other monoliths?
Great question.
Is this all it is for 30 minutes?
Is this the end?
Am I alive still? Is this purgatory? This would be Samantha's hell.
I was
Yes.
gonna say, no, this is hell.
Yeah, absolutely.
A movie with no point and no end in sight.
Oh my god.
But you get the sense that we're going somewhere.
Not really, because it's just been these images for a long time. We could be anywhere. Gorillas. You see him? You missed him. Back to a normal eyeball.
What the hell?
What's he looking at? That's the little window of his pod, right? Right?
Oh, he's not okay.
Yeah. He really, his system is overloaded.
This is all of us right now.
What the hell?
Oh my gosh.
We're just in a house?
The monolith's gonna come walking up. Gonna talk
Oh,
to
is
him.
it
Welcome to my home.
Home with the monolith.
See this nice flat bed
This is my bed.
where I sleep because I'm flat?
You could sleep on me.
Look at my lovely flat furnishings. What is happening?
What?
That's him. He's old. It was a very long journey, wasn't
This
it?
is definitely a horror movie.
Yeah, this is nightmare fuel.
Mm-hmm. I like the little roll-top desk. That's cute.
Just admiring the furniture.
Yeah, I like that.
I like this monolith. Good choice.
Will you design my house? Why? Why do we have to see the bathroom?
It's nice though, right?
Yeah, I like it. Classy. Look at that tub.
Needs a
April.
bigger tub.
Ugh.
Monolith isn't going to fit in there.
Yeah,
No
exactly.
way.
We thought this was a Hal and Dave fanfic. No, it's a Monolith and Dave fanfic. It's a Kubrick movie. You have to have a bathroom scene.
Kubrick thinks he's so fucking deep.
Like a bathtub.
Like a bathtub. Which isn't even deep. Am I right?
What if Samara was there?
Oh my god. That's the
There's a
perfect
TV.
tie-in. Perfect
Samara
tie-in.
climbs out.
This sounds like mouth breathing, and his mouth is not open.
Yeah, I agree.
What the fuck?
That's him again, isn't it? Him, even older. No, it's a gorilla. Of course, we have to stare at the back of his head for 10 minutes before we figure out who the hell it is.
All right.
It's him, isn't it? It's too far away. I can't see anything. It's definitely him. Oh my god. This is so dumb.
What are you feeling right now, Samantha?
Frustration.
You're getting the picture here.
It's him. It's his house. Yeah. Nailed it.
Cozy robe, though.
Yeah.
It is fascinating to me how they can fast forward through a person's life so quickly and make it feel so excruciatingly slow. He's just skipped like 40 years.
Yeah.
And it's felt like at least 150.
Mm-hmm.
Which is awesome, right?
Totally.
Right?
I hate it. And then he'll turn around and see a coffin, and his dead body will be in it.
Interesting.
That little butter dish, that's the coffin. He's in it.
They look
It opens it up. Oh.
There's me, dead.
You're painstakingly close.
Ooh.
It's one of my 2 glasses. Fuck.
Coffin. Dead body. It's him. God, I'm good.
Pretty close.
Pretty
That was
close.
Pretty close. His point that life is fleeting. It doesn't matter what the monolith is doing.
Doesn't matter if a sentient computer tries to kill you.
Live your life, man. You could be dead in
We're all gonna
You
die.
could be
That's the point of
dead
every
in
movie.
10 minutes that feel like 150 years. The slowest hand raise ever.
Well, he's dying.
It's the
Oh!
monolith. You did this to me.
Spent 40 beautiful years together.
My darling, take my hand.
Come join me.
Let us lay together biblically one last
last
time.
time.
One last time. Relax. Fuck a monolith.
What? Oh, he's a fetus. Cyclical, circular.
That's a little more than a fetus.
Okay, and then we're gonna look and see he's a toddler. Then a teenager. Back to the dawn,
Dawn
of man.
of man.
You're not wrong.
fetus is the sun?
The fetus is the earth.
Is this something to do with abortion? Wake me up before you go?
It's
Anybody?
a lot like Wake Me Up Before You Go.
Yeah.
Looks like Gollum.
This is the end of the movie, isn't it?
It is.
This is the end?
That's
What's
the-
the fuck?
Oh, that's garbage!
I'm
All right,
mad.
so we
I'm
all-
mad at you.
All right, it is a great movie.
I'm mad
We
at
can
you.
all agree.
I thought it was going somewhere.
I'm mad.
That's the end of the movie. At this point, audience, you have heard the discussion and analysis, which I'll be very interested to make. Samantha, you should join us for that, because I
Yeah.
would love to hear your thoughts on the movie.
Will
In general.
do.
All right.
I'm gonna go write things down.
Good. Well, thanks so much for joining us. Thank you, Samantha.
Sorry you all wasted your time listening to this.
Thanks, April.
Yep.
And for anybody who is listening and enjoying it with me, God bless you, you sick, sick fucks.
Yeah.
Catch you next time.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
What?
Oh, man.
Does the thought of leading a group through the creative landscapes of your imagination terrify you? Do you worry about being asked questions you don't know the answers to? Have you wanted to try being a dungeon or game master, but your social anxiety has been holding you back? Hi, I'm Amber, and I used to nearly vomit at the idea of running a tabletop RPG. How'd I get over that anxiety? I haven't. Surprise! I'm still an anxious mess, and you can listen to all of it on Shapeshift, where I've recorded 80% of every game I've ever ran. Over the last 4 years, I've run a ton of indie one-shots like Casketland, a weird Western horror game, to my first ever campaign using Ryutama, a Studio Ghibli-like exploration-focused game. Follow me through my journey learning how to GM and to live with my anxiety. It doesn't go away completely, but it does get easier to manage. Go to geekspective.com to find out more information or find Shapeshift on wherever you listen to your podcasts.